K-Trend Monitoring Office, how can I help you? Back joining us in the studio for the latest in K-Trend Monitoring Office is David. David, hello to you.
Hello, everybody. Well, glad to be back again.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was all right.
Yeah?
Nothing very special this weekend. It was very, I think it was cold, kind of.
It was cold. It was actually very cold.
I was just inside.
You have an excuse. I always say David is not making the best of his young
life.
youth.
My youth?
Your youth.
Am I young?
The very little youth time you have.
Oh, yes.
Because up until you hit 35, I still think it's youth.
Okay.
But I give you the pass. It was pretty cold. Over the weekend.
I'm not going outside in that weather.
Speaking of which, we got a fun topic to talk about today.
Yeah, speaking of youth.
What are we talking about?
So Valentine's Day is around the corner.
Yes, it is.
Sadly, I don't have any chocolates to give or receive, either way.
Yeah, okay, so like Korea is different because on Valentine's Day, the guy receives.
Yes, and then we have White Day.
Where the girl receives.
Yes, so it's like a month apart. White Day is like March 14th,
March
I think.
14th.
Yeah, so we take turns, but it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to be talking about the digital matchmaking scene, the unique ecosystem of dating apps in Korea specifically.
Yep.
Yeah, so in the West, apps like Tinder revolutionized dating with like simple swipes. You have full access to people around your location, like different states, different countries. So, like accessibility in dating has definitely been amplified by these apps. But in Korea, we have a more, I guess, like a little closed kind of culture in terms of dating, with where we value 소개팅s or a little bit more verification-based introductions.
Yeah, so 소개팅 is basically being introduced by friends or colleagues or even family sometimes.
Yes.
Which happens a lot once you hit like 30s, right? Once you start getting into, okay, maybe I might look for someone to get married to.
Serious relationships.
Yeah, because I mean the idea is that you trust your friends, you trust your colleagues, you trust your relatives to find someone that's not crazy.
Right.
And you try to meet them.
Yeah, so like you have someone to vouch for you that at least says like, oh, this guy's not crazy, he's from this background. You kind of get some information beforehand and stuff. So it's a little bit more trustworthy in Korean people's minds, I think.
It is. Yeah. However, though, before we talk about the apps, we need to talk about the history, right?
Yes.
While apps are rampant and more people are open to using apps, let's take a look into the history because of Skylove.
So I will disclaimer, I do not know a lot about this. Like literally I scraped this from the internet. I've never heard of these services, Skylove.
I have not heard of Skylove.
I have not heard of Skylove. Apparently they were pretty big in the late 90s or early 90s. Who knows? I know about Say Club.
I've heard of Say Club.
Buddy Buddy.
I've heard of Buddy Buddy.
Nate On. Like we were all on those apps, platforms, I guess.
Nate On was more like, it was like a chatting
app.
Yeah, it's like an instant messenger app.
Yeah, that was when like the internet boom was like rising and we started to use chatting apps, messenger. We didn't even call them apps back then. What were the services?
No, it was a chat room.
Yeah, like chatting programs. And I was on Say Club, Buddy Buddy, and the thing is like you could connect. It was like the old day Facebook, I would say. So
okay, I've never used Say Club. I've never used Buddy Buddy.
Really?
But I was in the States.
Oh right.
So we had So finally, I convinced my parents for me to get AOL.
Yeah, AOL. Wow.
Yes. And when you have AOL, you can join chats.
Oh, all right.
If you have the free AOL Instant Messenger, you can chat with people, but you can't join chat rooms.
Right.
Now, if you paid for AOL, you could join chat rooms, and the chat room that I was always on was called Soul Chat.
Okay. Soul Chat?
Yeah, a bunch of like Korean Americans.
Okay.
And people who are interested in like Korea, like chatting together.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Well, for us, it was more like existing relationship base. So like if you go on Nate On or Say Club or whatever, you first become friends with your actual friends at school.
Right.
And then they have friends of their friends, and then you get like a bridge, a connection. And if you're interested, you'd be like, oh, who is she? Like, who is he? And then like, can you make us like a group chat? And you chat together, maybe play games together, and then you become friends, and then like love sprouts from there. So like that was how it used to be when we didn't have like social media, apps, smartphones.
But chat room was weird too, though. So like Say Club and Buddy Buddy were like that, right? It was chat rooms.
Yes.
Like you go into certain chat rooms like 20 and above, or like with 30s only, things like that.
Yeah.
The weird thing, and I'm sure some of our listeners might remember, if any of you use chat rooms, I had friends who said, I got a girlfriend.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, really, you got a girlfriend? And I was like, where'd you meet her? He goes, oh, in the chat.
Cyber friends.
I was like, okay. Have you met her? He goes, no. I was like, how's that a girlfriend?
Yeah, that's
like,
a pen pal.
Like, she lives in California. I was like,
that is a pen pal.
No, we're in a relationship. I'm not sure if that's a real relationship, though.
The good old days where we had romance without even like judging each other on the internet.
Exactly.
This random guy. I used to go on a game called Maple Story.
Oh, jeez.
And we had like internet girlfriends and boyfriends over there too.
I remember oh my goodness, what is that program that people used to use? Oh my goodness, something
Chat?
No.
GPT?
No. It was like Maple Story character looking guys.
Okay.
But you go around talking. It's a chat.
Oh,
and you can punch people and stuff like that.
What? Isn't it like Cyworld?
No, it's not
Mini
Cyworld.
homepage?
No, it's not Cyworld. But anyways, people had like relationships and stuff, like cyber girlfriends.
Yeah.
That's why, the song Turbo, Cyber Lover. That's where it comes from.
Okay.
But anyways, that's how it was. But there's the whole thing. Can you trust a stranger from the internet?
Yes. So like there were some sketchy cases here and there. There are some scary incidents where you meet a random person on the internet and like, murders happen and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very, actually to this day, like I do think dating apps are kind of scary, like you don't really know who you're meeting, right?
Right.
So, I mean, like Tinder and these conventional dating apps have been a huge hit in the US and the Western society. But traditionally, as we already said, Koreans don't really believe in like digital apps and matchmaking.
Yeah.
We like to go through like people we know, which is the 소개팅 blind date culture. I've been on a few recently. The experiences were good. The results weren't that good, but yeah, I mean the good side of blind dates is that you feel safe. And you feel like it's like a two-step verification to some sense. Yeah. Like you have a human guarantor, like who vouches for you, like, oh, he's a nice guy, like you can believe me, like So it's a little bit more serious, but nowadays people all complain like, where do I meet people? So like at the end of the day, blind dates are a really good method to actually meet new people.
It depends also because I had an interesting blind date once. Actually, right before I met my wife. Yeah. This other girl that I dated for almost a year, my aunt introduced me to her. Oh. My aunt introduced me because what it was is my aunt is one of like the top nurses. She's like the oldest nurse in Samsung Medical Center. Yeah. And so the girl that my ex-girlfriend was, working under her. Right. And the thing is, she's only gonna show like the good side of her to my aunt.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's her boss. Yes. And she was all like, she's nice, she's hardworking, blah, blah, blah. Whereas my aunt has also only seen the good side of me. Right. She doesn't know if I'm how I am. I'm just trying to be nice. Oh, I go to church on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
And then we met, and things worked out, but it was just bad.
Yeah, never get 소개팅s from your relatives or direct family.
Don't want to do that.
Yeah, it doesn't work out well. But yeah, another downside for like why Tinder or dating apps don't work in Korea is it's because like we still have this remnant of the Confucianistic culture. Yeah. People are relatively conservative still compared to the Western culture. So like when people think of Tinder, there's always like a stigma of like, oh, it's only a place for casual relationships,
yes,
like hookups, like, you know, that kind of
That's
stuff.
the image.
Yeah, it is the image, unfortunately, and it's very location based as well too. And I don't really see the merit of being location based when Korean people just like to filter out strangers. You know, like it doesn't matter if you're a neighbor or whatever. I don't even talk to my neighbor, so like, you know, so there's a desire for safety and that kind of stuff. So I don't think, you know, dating apps to this day fly well in Korea.
Especially, I think Tinder,
Yeah.
it has such a bad reputation because of what people saw in the U.S.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know that like a few years back, like Tinder spent a lot of money marketing here in Korea.
Oh, did it?
Trying to make it seem like it's a normal dating app. But still, like Koreans, you know, heard stories.
Yeah.
You know, they hear stories about what Tinder is for. And they're just like, you know, I don't think I want to meet my future husband or wife through this application. And so it sort of flopped.
It flopped, for
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah.
We got a lot of messages coming in from our listeners. I'll get to those in just a bit. I want to know why you chose this song. Freestyle, why? Please tell me why. Please tell me why you chose this song.
Please tell me why I'm single. That easy. Yeah.
Would have liked Turbo Cyber Lover. But
Yeah,
okay.
maybe it's because I'm not on a dating app.
No, it's because your ideal girl is Karina. You have too much high standards.
No.
You need
no.
everyone to look like Karina.
No, that's not true.
That's true. Freestyle, why? Please tell me why. Guys, me and David are walking down memory lane right now.
Memory lane, yes.
We're talking about Cyworld,
Yeah.
which another platform to actually you can technically meet people through that, right? By going to random homepages
Right.
and chatting them up.
Yeah.
And you pick background songs. And there's like specific Cyworld background songs that were popular. This was also very popular.
Yes.
In fact, I'm looking at a list here that someone compiled. Cyworld 인기 BGM 100. So top 100 most popular background music side world. Number 1, Freestyle. Why? Please tell me why.
The song you just heard.
Sharp. 내 입술 따뜻한 커피처럼. My lips like warm cup of coffee. BK Love by
BK
MC
Love.
Sniper. I remember this.
Hawaiian Couple.
I remember this.
Love, Love, Love by Epic High. That song.
That was SG Wannabe. Partner for Life.
Oh my gosh.
Howard Perhaps Love.
Wow.
화분 Alex. I had all of this.
All of these songs.
팀 사랑합니다.
So Hot Wonder Girls. Now we have an idol. Oh, okay.
벌써 1년 응급실.
Wow. Officially Missing You.
Oh my, these are great.
Those are, wow, that playlist, I need that.
Dude, I'm about to just listen to this all night today.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
we got messages coming in from our listeners out there who've had experience with dating applications. Made It Up over in London says, I used a few dating sites back in the day, just using the free month thing they did. Out of 5 or 6 dates, 2 were about 50 minutes late, and another turned into a stalker.
Oh my
I won't be
gosh.
doing that again. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yangurum gave me an example of how your buddy ID would have looked like. Star, 이승재 Star.
Oh yeah, we had these weird icons floating
I did
back
that all
and
the time.
forth.
I did that. I did that for Nadon.
Yeah.
Chris Rhodes over in Leeds. I met a girlfriend on MySpace that lived in Cali. We dated for 3 years. One of us would fly to the other every 4 months. Expensive times.
Oh my gosh, MySpace. That's before Facebook, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just not worth it.
Cyworld and MySpace. It's that era.
That's just crash override. Whether you pay for dating apps or not, they never find you anything.
Yeah.
Paulina over in London. My experience is bad. My friend convinced us to go on a blind date. The youngest was 75 years old, and in less than a minute, we had 3 drinks for each other, so I ran away as fast as I can.
What?
Paulina, he might have been a billionaire.
Still, he's 75 years old?
Just bear with him for like another 15. I don't know.
He's using dating apps?
But that's a bad friend. I don't know. I don't think he would
What?
call her a friend. Why would a friend introduce to a 75-year-old?
Yeah, that's weird.
That person doesn't like you. Let's talk about the spec war.
Yes.
Because now there's the verification aspect of this new romance system, right?
Yeah, so we talked about how dating apps in general didn't fly in Korea, but it evolved into its own unique form, which a lot of Westerners listen to the concept and they're like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, you got to understand the context is we have a huge blind date culture and it's all based on verification, right? So that got applied to these new dating apps in Korea as well. To name a few, they are called apps like Sky People or Gold Spoon. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Sky People, you have to be in the top 3 universities of Korea.
Seoul National University, Korea University, Yonsei, we call those 3 schools Sky Universities.
Yes. So if you have like a registration card or whatever, you have to verify it on the app and then it lets you in. So basically it's filtering out people. It's like, these are smart people. These are like the top whatever percent of Korea. Meet good quality people on this app. And Gold Spoon is also self-explanatory. It's like, oh, are you rich? Okay, you're allowed to be on this platform.
Yeah, so it's a sort of a saying in Korea. 금수저, which means you were born with a golden spoon. You know how you say you're born with a silver spoon?
Silver spoon, yes.
But you were born with a golden spoon. Means you're rich.
Yeah, and then the opposite would be a 흑수저, which is a dirt spoon.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, these are very, I would say, superficial, capitalistic apps. But then, you can't deny that they're super popular in Korea. Because, like, people really like these kind of status verifications.
People want people of the same class, people of the same status to meet each other.
Yeah.
In that way, there's no clashes and things like that. So in some ways, it's understandable. I could also understand why it's controversial.
Yeah.
I know you did a little piece on your YouTube channel about the Bailey one. Is it that the apartment?
Oh, yeah, the apartment, yes.
Apartment that had a 소개팅.
Yeah, so there's this very luxury apartment in Pampo area, and the apartment community made like a dating pool for its residents only. So nobody outside from the apartment could join that dating community, only the residents itself. And then it made the news. People were like, oh, this is classist, this is like discriminative, this is looking down on poor people and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean,
they have their own freedom.
Yeah.
And also society works like that anyways. Rich people are going to meet rich people.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So they're just like making it legit, I would say.
It's just, I can understand why people are upset, but that's just the truth. And that apartment complex happens to be one of the most expensive apartment complexes in the entire country.
Yeah.
Digital 소개팅.
Yeah, so in this high pressure society, this like spec verification. So spec is a way to say, a way Koreans express like status or I don't know, identification. Like wealth, stuff like that. It's all inside spec. So like these apps like Gold Spoon, Sky People, there's another app called Blind where you have to verify your ID card for like a corporate business card. Like you're from Samsung or Hyundai or one of those big conglomerates. So like these spec verification apps are becoming the digital version of like the 소개팅.
Yep.
Because like there's no mediator as a human being, but this platform is providing you like, I know a person who graduated Sky who's now going to Samsung and he has this much salary, lives somewhere. So probability wise, he is going to be like a decent person. Yeah.
The other thing I heard these days recently, because SK Hynix, their workers there have been getting some really, really big bonuses, right?
Yeah, I've heard too.
And so I heard that if you are a couple and you both work at SK Hynix, think about the bonus money that you could.
Wow.
Some people are actually going to real estate by purchasing apartments.
You could buy a house with that.
Yeah. And so within Blind, they look at other SK Hynix people and they're doing blind dates.
Oh, makes sense.
And of course, because SK Hynix is such a big company that you probably aren't in the same department. It doesn't really matter. Right. I mean, it's very rare. It'll be almost miraculous that you'd be in the same department.
Yeah.
So they're actually doing that. They're verifying each other's job.
Right. And Koreans like it that way. I mean, a lot of people might criticize, oh my gosh, what a very superficial society.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Society was like that already.
Unfortunately so.
And also like on this Blind app, I never used it before because I can't get in.
I can't get in either.
I don't have a corporate card.
Yep.
I don't have any verification. So I'm a freelancer. So I feel left out. But my friends that are in my group chat, this guy, he's a doctor. He works at Seoul Samsung Hospital. It's like one of the best, right? So he recently went on the Blind dating app and he gets like, wow, so many girls lining up for him. And I will say he's my friend, but objectively, he's not like super handsome or anything. But then that card, his name card that says Doctor Samsung Hospital, he just gets like girls lining up. It's crazy.
I mean, nowadays there are, aside from applications, there are actual marriage mediator companies. And they grade you.
Yeah.
Right? And so they grade you based on your education.
Yep.
Your looks.
Age.
Your job, age, married or never been married, all of that stuff.
Where you live.
And
everything.
Some people, they get shocked at how low their grades are.
Yeah. Apparently, if you're over 30, you start at like B. You can never be an A.
Yeah.
So it's very cruel out there. It's very harsh. So I'm never going to go to one of those like matchmaking services.
Yeah. You only need a company email to post, but you can read it as anonymous. But then the thing is, you're not given a company email unless you're a full-time worker.
Exactly.
Like even for me, like I don't have a arirang.com email address.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to talk about this, guys. If you guys get any interesting stories you guys want to share, feel free to do so. All right, you chose a song from 성시경, Every Moment of You, 너의 모든 순간. Is that another Cyworld song?
Yes, it is. Also, I thought it would be very interesting because like these apps, like the Gold Spoon, Sky, it needs verification. You need to know what that person's like. So Every Moment of You.
This is 성시경 with 너의 모든 순간, Every Moment of You. Man, we got a lot of messages. Every time we talk about dating, we got a lot of messages. First of all, Crash Override says, I think Arirang specifically should use Arirang email addresses for all of you. Using Gmail always seems unprofessional for an organization that large. But also, we should not be giving away our email addresses. That also causes problems. And so there's very few people that know our personal email addresses, right? That's why I think like you have like a business email address.
Yes.
You don't have like a personal one,
right?
Or you don't show your personal one. I have a personal one, and when I'm doing the news, they said you have to put their email address. I was like, I'm not putting my real address, and so I put something at arirang.com.
Okay.
So whoever sent the emails there, that's not going through. So usually for broadcasters, even like non-famous people like me, we don't really openly show our email
you never
address.
know what you're going to get in their mailbox.
Steven says, I'm telling you, my biggest regret was going on dates with a supervisor. Oh, that's terrible.
A supervisor. Whoa.
John says over in DC, it makes sense to date someone you work with. It'll be easy to make sure they're not cheating. Actually, it's I don't believe in company couple.
Yeah, I've done that before. It didn't work out well.
It's awkward.
It is awkward.
If you break up.
It's fun for a while. There's like the thrill. Because like you guys are the only people in the office that know that you guys are dating each other. Yeah. And then like your bosses don't suspect anything. So there's like this honeymoon phase of being very entertaining. But then afterwards it kind of gets tiring. Like, so. My
friends always ask me, you work in an industry where there's way more women than guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like surrounded by girls. How come you didn't date anybody? But I was just like, that's just, it's just. English broadcasting is small.
Yeah. Then there's the rumors if you break up when you're dating. Blah,
and so
blah,
like
blah.
the one time that I actually dated someone in the industry, she quit. She was a writer at a different station. And as soon as she quit, I started contacting her.
Okay. And because you didn't want to meet her when she was here.
And make sure that she was never going to be in this industry ever again.
Wow.
Ever again.
Wow. That's some House of Cards kind of stuff.
Now, I'm telling you, man. I've seen people go out with people within the industry, and once they break up, like all the nasty stuff comes out.
Make sure she never comes back. Wow.
I like this topic. God, passports, and hobbies, the niche markets of 2026.
Yeah. So even among and within the dating apps, there are new kind of strategies popping up. They're all niching down, and people are like, okay, verification, we like that, but then that's not enough. Like, okay, status, wealth, it can filter out some some of my preferences, but what is more important to me is stuff like religion or location or cultural differences or similarities or hobbies. So people are like, I want to meet someone who's Christian. So there's a dating app for that. It's called Christian Date. and it's a massive market. So
It is.
I would say, I actually know somebody that's met on this Christian dating app, and they got married at a church, and they're very happy together.
But there's a saying. There's a saying.
What saying?
You have to be careful of 교회 오빠들.
Oh,
The church opas.
yeah, the
you
church
gotta be careful.
oppas. They're playboys.
Yeah. I mean, they play that whole I'm nice.
Yeah,
Only God.
innocent look.
And then gotcha, sucker.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the girls fall for it.
Yep.
And he's meeting other girls at the same time and all that.
Yes.
So, yeah, but
Not everybody.
not everybody. It's like a Hongdae boy kind of meme, like the church oppa.
Yes.
So yeah, religion is also a major deal breaker in Korea as well. Like I've seen Christians liking Christians with each other, but there are some people that don't like Christians as well too.
Yeah,
don't like
absolutely.
religious people. So I've actually got rejected sometimes because I'm Christian myself, and I try to appeal like I'm like a a casual Christian, but still like they're like, oh, I just don't fly with people who are religious. At the end of the day, when we get married, you're gonna force me to go to church and blah 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 blah. So they just want to avoid those kind of situations.
It's funny.
Understand.
I mean, I'm not religious. I mean, I used to go to church, but I'm not religious anymore. And I think that was like one of the things that my wife asked me. And I was like, no, I'm not religious. She's like, I don't care if you are. Just don't force me to go.
Yeah.
On Sundays, I was like, trust me, I don't want to go on Sundays neither. But now she's always like, I'm glad I married into a Christian family because my relatives are Christian.
Oh.
Because during 설날 and
제사.
Chuseok, there's none of the ancestral rights.
Yeah.
She likes that. What's the KJ boom?
Yeah, so this is on the rise. I don't know. Like, I can't pinpoint on why, but a lot of people say that the gender conflicts in Korea are pretty bad nowadays
no, it's
between
bad.
men and women.
It's bad.
They have lost trust in each other. I think it's like overblown from like internet communities that are just like very polarized.
Yeah.
But anyways, because of that impact, a lot of Korean Japanese couples are becoming popular.
I've heard this.
Yes, especially Korean men and Japanese women.
So they're saying that Japanese women really like Korean men.
Yes.
And Korean men really like Japanese women.
Exactly.
And then so it works out.
Yes. So there's supply and demand. It's perfect. And because of that, the Korean-Japan marriages are at an all-time high. And there's this dating app called, I don't know the name, but like it's a Korean-Japanese exclusive dating app.
Yeah, I heard about this.
There you can meet Japanese partners. A lot of guys are flocking to this in search of a Japanese woman. I don't know if they're successful, but people are learning Japanese and say, hajimemashite, all that.
You know what's funny? I have a friend.
Yeah.
He's Canadian. Like he's Caucasian.
Okay.
Lived in Korea.
Yeah.
Right? And he went on this application because he lives in Korea.
Yep.
And he got married to a Japanese girl. He lives in Osaka right now.
Wow.
They have a one son and I believe a daughter on the way soon. So it works. I mean, he wasn't Korean, but he was in Korea. And so that worked out too.
Okay.
The Inmanchu?
Yes. So I gotta explain what 인만추 is. So 인만추 means 인위적 만남 추구. That's a long word, but it basically means they want to meet someone artificially. If you put it that way, it kind of sounds weird, but the opposite notion is 자만추, which is
naturally.
Yeah, organically, naturally. So, people are like, oh, we're tired of 인만추. I'm tired of 소개팅s. I'm tired of dating apps. I'm tired of like filtering out people by conditions.
So they join groups.
Yes. So they want to
Hate you guys.
Why?
Ruining my wine group meetings.
Oh, because of the purposes of
Yeah, man. They just come in to meet people and I'm just trying to sit here and,
Yeah. The guys are all full of, they want to seek a partner.
No, and the girls too. And then as soon as I say I'm a baby daddy with 2 kids, they're like, oh.
Oh, yeah. But like these hobby clubs, like run clubs,
They're popular.
Yeah, they are very popular.
There you have it. I wish we had more time to discuss this, but I want to thank all of our listeners out there for sharing your story. David, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Have a safe rest of the week. We'll see you again next week.
Bye-bye.